Hi, welcome to Diamonds and Crochet. My name is Erica. Thank you for joining me today on this WIP and Chat. I am working on Onihime by Margaret Morales. I'm really enjoying working on this kit. Let's see, I'm going to be using my favorite pen by Stylos Decoupage. They are a French small shop on Etsy. This is my go-to favorite pen. I think I've mentioned before, I don't really collect the pens and the trays. So when I find one I like, I tend to stick with it. In my single placer, I'm going to be using Oh Snap Dots by Oh Snap Crafters Cafe in the scent Snickers. And in case you missed the video I did where I opened this, my package came to me completely wet. The Postal Service decided to give that package a bath for me. But everything that came, fortunately, was well sealed, so I just wiped them off with a disinfecting wipe, and the product itself is perfectly fine. So everything was usable, fortunately. And in my multi-placer, I'll be using Rhonda's Crafty Corner Scented Putty in the scent Margarita. I love this scent in the summertime. It's a very summery, fresh scent. Let's see. I have tweezers from Diamond Painters Anonymous, a small shop on Etsy. I should say both of these small shops you can find on Etsy, Oh Snap Crafters Cafe and Rhonda's Crafty Corner. And then also from a small shop on Etsy, this is Yellow Dog Designs tray. This is my go-to favorite tray. I do have a few trays, but this one I'm loving at the moment. It's their duo color design trays. I love the fact that you can have this pretty pink tray but have a white bottom. I love working on a white bottom, so I really love that, and I'm enjoying working with this tray for that reason. That, and it's a great tray. Yellow Dog Designs is popular for a reason. I am working with my Art Dot Tic Tac containers. I think I've mentioned before, I bought these fairly early on in my diamond painting career. I thought I would like them. I thought that they would be this great organizational storage. They're not practical for use as far as like filling and whatnot, but I don't like to waste money. If I can make things usable, I'll do that. From Zodiac Shadows, I bought this funnel. They're a small shop on Etsy. This funnel makes using these Tic Tac containers doable, so I can actually use those to kit up. It's not my go-to kit up system, but this was a larger kit, so I needed lots of storage space in the kit. And I don't like using multiple. I know some people will use multiple, like Elizabeth Ward trays. If I can, I like to store everything all in one system, so. Anyways, I highly recommend that Zodiac Shadows funnel if you want to use the Tic Tac system. If you've got one and you're not happy with it, try buying one of these before you just completely throw it away. This wasn't that expensive. This was a reasonable price. So anyways, I'm gonna get started. I am filming this on Saturday morning. I'm gonna try and post it Sunday evening. Usually they don't go up and finalize until Monday morning, but I do try and post them Sunday if I can. I think I mentioned I decided when doing this kit to skip the face and save that for last. I usually, when I'm doing my kits, I go row by row regardless. And for this one, because it's so special to me, I decided to save it for last. So, and really enjoy the final sections that I work on. Trying to figure out here the border edge at the top, in case you're wondering why I'm concentrating just a little bit extra. I'm still trying to figure out how people can talk as well as they do while they diamond paint. I don't have that ability. But let's see, I worked last weekend, so I don't really have a lot to share about events from last weekend other than last Saturday. My sister-in-law invited me to have ice cream with them at the local ice cream place. I know I mentioned in last week's WIP and Chat that she, the week before, had been on a business trip. And I had some things I had to discuss with her, but I didn't really approach her to discuss them right away because I wanted her to relax and unwind a little bit coming home. She had been gone for a whole week, and it was a pretty long flight. It was across the country. We live in the United States. So, anyways, she invited me to have ice cream with them. And it turned into her and I just talking the whole time. But it was still nice. We planned something for this weekend, which I'm very excited for, and I will talk about it in next week's WIP and Chat. I don't like to talk too much ahead. I like to just talk about what I've done, not what I'm going to do. But we did plan something fun for this weekend to share for next week. I had Tuesday off last week, so I did go see the Deadpool movie, the Deadpool Wolverine movie. I went with my dad. My boyfriend was unable to make it, so he was really bummed out about it. He wanted to, but he was unable to, so I really wanted to see that. I had been waiting for a while to go see it, so I asked my dad if he wanted to go. I asked my mom too, but it's not her thing, and I knew that, so I knew that she wasn't gonna go. But I bought the tickets for my dad and I, and he decided to take me out to lunch. So it was a nice dad-daughter date. We haven't had one of those in a long, long time. I am a daddy's girl. I love my dad very, very much. He is a very good man. So it was fun. It was nice. I liked having that time with him. We just talked, and he really enjoyed the movie. As we were leaving, he said over and over again how good the movie was. So I'm glad that I was able to take my dad out to the movies. I accomplished some of my crochet goals. I kind of make myself laugh how I'll go through phases where all I want to do is diamond paint, and then I'll go through a phase where all I want to do is crochet. But this week I spent a lot of my free time crocheting. I am planning a coastal trip next weekend. So my WIP and chat, I'm probably going to record it early next week because I'm leaving for that Thursday evening, so I don't know when I'm going to record the WIP and chat. I'm going to try and post it on Sunday like I always do, but next week's WIP and chat might be short and sweet because I'm probably going to be recording it early. But anyways, just an FYI on that one. But all right, I'm gonna lay down my ABs with tweezers. There's only 2 of them, and I am picky about ABs, you guys. And I immediately stopped talking because I'm concentrating. But I was working on some crochet projects that I wanted for the coastal trip, and I think that motivated me to just work on them. So you guys will be surprised, I think, if you watch my weekly WIP updates. I think you'll be surprised with the progress I made on my 2 projects. I'm excited about it anyways. My boyfriend and we had a really long conversation in the middle of the week, which was nice. There is, in our state, there's a big yard sale style fair. I know there's a lot of craft fairs. We have, you know, us included, we have a lot of craft fairs. Sorry about that. I had to organize my tin a little bit. I realized that my colors were mixed up. I didn't put them away correctly last time, so I might edit that out. You might have an awkward cut there, but you didn't miss anything other than me not talking for a little while I did that. So anyways, back to what I was talking about. My state has a yard sale style fair. You rent a space to sell stuff, but it doesn't have to be handmade stuff because it's not a craft fair. My boyfriend likes to go, and he wants to vend this year. He wants to sell some electronics that he has, and he was asking me if I wanted to do it with him and sell some of my crochet pieces, because I do have a lot of stuff that I make that I don't make for anyone. I just kind of had this spare yarn, so I made a hat, or I made a cowl, or I made something, and it just kind of sits. So I might try and sell some stuff this year. Just see what kind of interest there is, if that makes sense. He also knows selling is something that I've been thinking about for a little while, so I've never done it. So he said he'd help me figure out like pricing and stuff like that. So we'll see. I might. He likes that part of it. He likes to sell stuff and make deals and find deals, and he loves to buy something, get his use out of it and then resell it for more than he paid for it. So he really likes that part of it. That's the part of it I don't like. I just like the making, if that makes sense. So if he wants to help me sell stuff, I'm down for trying. I wouldn't sell anything that I wouldn't be proud of wearing myself, so I'm going to be picky about the stuff I choose to sell. Like sometimes if I'm making for myself, if I mess up in a small place that's not really noticeable to anybody but me, I might just leave it. If it's, you know, frogging back. If you're not a crocheter or a knitter, frogging is when you pull out rows. It's called frogging because you're ripping it back. So rip it sounds like ribbit. So it's called frogging when you're pulling out your stitches. So if it requires a lot of frogging back, I sometimes leave it, but I wouldn't do that in something I sell. In something I sell, I would frog it back and I would fix it because I'm very picky about the stuff I sell or gift. I'm not as picky for myself, but that's okay. Someone once said that it's your God patch, and I was like, what? I was kind of confused by that, and she goes, just a reminder that only God is perfect, so those little mistakes are your God patch. And I thought that was clever and cute, so I liked that, and I save it. And that's why if it's just this small little thing that only I would notice, I call it my God patch. A reminder to myself that only God is perfect. I thought that was cute. I know a lot of people who diamond paint also do other crafts, so I thought some of you might enjoy hearing that little tidbit. So that's something I might be doing. That, if you heard some noise, that was my dog Hannah jumping up beside me onto the couch. Let's see. That would be around Labor Day weekend if I do that. That's when that would be. So it's a little ways off, but Labor Day weekend is also the weekend of one of my favorite fairs. So I would have to make sure that I could still make that. My state has many different fairs throughout the summer, and one of my favorite ones is on Labor Day weekend. My great-grandfather always showed at that fair. He collected engines, and he always showed his engines off at that fair. And it's really important to me every year to go there. I have a lot of emotional connection to that fairground. When I was really little, he only had 3 great-granddaughters, and he put all 3 of us in the truck with him as he drove around the racetrack with his engine, because there was a parade at the time. People would drive around the racetrack with their engines in a parade to show them off. And my cousins and second cousin and we all thought we were very special driving around in the truck with our great-grandpa. So I don't like to miss that one. So I don't know how many days he's planning on vending there, but there's at least one day I'm not gonna go because I want to go to that fair. It's one of my brother's favorite fairs too, and I think probably for similar reasons. even though he didn't go around the racetrack with great-grandpa. I decided for the first time to get the Gems Flow app, and I am 2 diamond paintings away from loading them all in there. And it's funny, you don't realize how many you have. And I mean, I by no means have the largest stash out there. I've got right around 27, I think, which is big enough for me. But if you had asked me how many I had, I think I would have guessed closer to 15. So to have 27, it just really makes you realize, you know, they add up. I would not have guessed that I had 27, you guys. That's not including the ones I'm currently working on. The 3 that I'm currently working on aren't part of the 27. If you include those, I have 30. I didn't include those just because I am working on them. So I consider those WIPs, not stash kits, but I don't think I'm going to have this one done by September 1st. But I'm not going to stop working on it like I did when I was working on the Christmas gift kits that I worked on. I started this back in April, decided to do some kits for the little girls in my life, and when I worked on those 3 kits, I stopped working on this and then pulled it back out. And I don't really want to do that again, so I might work on this a little bit here and there while I'm also focusing on my Halloween kits for the most part. But I don't want to put this one down like I did. I really want to get this one done if I can, because I want to get it up on my wall. I purchased a hanging style frame. I might ask my boyfriend to help me reinforce it. So I already bought a frame for it. It's the kind that you put it's got magnets. There's a strip on top and a strip on bottom, and the top one has like a hanger on it. I'm not sure that it's going to be strong enough to hang this on the wall on its own. But I think if my boyfriend helps me reinforce it, it should be. And I think he'll reinforce that a lot quicker than you will stretching the other ones on a canvas. I know that the other ones have already dropped some drills, which is why I have not kitted them down yet. They're still in my kits. I think I'm going to seal those. He wanted me to wait to seal them, but I think I'm gonna seal them first because it makes me so nervous knowing that one of them has dropped 2 drills already. Because they're Christmas gifts, I want them to look their best. So it does bother me to know that one of them has dropped some drills already. I missed a couple on this color. I've noticed when and I have said before, I'm sitting at a different angle in a different spot when I do these whip and chats, but I notice I miss a lot more when I'm doing a whip and chat than when I'm working on my own. Which is totally fine. It's just you guys are going to see me backtracking a lot. Yeah, that's it. But but I'm really excited to get this one up on my wall. Recently, Margaret Morales was having some of her prints go up for sale, and I did buy one. It was a smaller one so that it was in budget for me, but I am a big Margaret Morales fan. I love her artwork. So I did buy one. It was a blue one. And I'm not a big dragon fan. I know that this is the year of the dragon. I mentioned to you last week, I think, that I'm on a no-buy, or I was going to go on a no-buy for August, with the exception of if a Margaret Morales kit came back in stock and her Dragon Song, or Dragon Spirit, sorry, her Dragon Spirit one came back in stock. It was one I didn't get when it was first released because I'm not a big dragon lover, but I did decide to get it because she's my favorite artist, and it's Year of the Dragon. I don't think I'm gonna get a chance to work on it in the Year of the Dragon, but that was the kit I got in honor of the Year of the Dragon. Her painting print, her print that I bought was a dragon one. The one that spoke to me, you guys, was a dragon. So I was surprised that the one I ended up ordering was a dragon, or had a dragon in it. But it's really pretty, and it's bright blue. There were lots and lots of ones that I liked, but I could only afford to get one. But anyways, I noticed Jaded Gem Shop has a new Leoba Bruckner painting this week. Her new releases come out on Fridays, and I want it so bad. The nice thing about Jaded Gem Shop is you can order them whenever, so I can save up for it. No FOMO like with Diamond Art Club. I can wait to get it. But Leoba Bruckner is another artist that I really like. The last Jaded Gem Shop order I made, I got one from her. I got Boudica. I believe it's called Boudica. I liked the color palette of that kit. It's in my Jaded Gem Shop haul video. But anyways, she's another artist I follow on Instagram. She does a lot of portraits of women, bright, colorful, the kind of thing that I tend to be drawn to. I definitely am someone who likes to work on portrait pieces. I really like softer, brighter, more colorful pieces. That tends to be my personal style. I know that in my Plan With Me video, I shared with everybody the Halloween kits, but that one didn't get a lot of views. So I am going to be working on Halloween Cat by Puffy Gator. I'm going to be starting that one in September, along with Nightclaw, the Wondrous Keeper. That's a kit from the one with the diamond art by the artist Fanira. Those are the two Halloween kits I have in my stash currently. So those are the two that I'm going to be working on. If I buy any Halloween kits this season, they will be for next year. There's not a whole lot that I want. I'm not really into the dark Halloween stuff. Orange and black really aren't my colors. I'm much more of a pastel lover myself. Nightclaw, the Wondrous Keeper, is different shades of purple. He's in my stash video if you're curious to see what he looks like. But he's this cute little monster creature that I think is just absolutely adorable, and the main colorway is purple. So it's clearly Halloween, but it's not orange and black. I know Diamond Art Club has a kit that if it comes into stock this season, I'll probably get it. It's stacked pumpkins in different pastel colors. You have your classic orange pumpkin, but you've also got a pastel blue pumpkin, a pastel pink pumpkin, and I can't remember the fourth one. I think it might be white. And they're just kind of stacked one on top of another. And if that one comes back into stock, I'll probably buy it. I saw a turned over drill right there. Sometimes I miss and not all the drills hit the funnel. Just because that's a nice fall aesthetic one. That one I can keep up all through November and like up until the Christmas season. I think I mentioned I'm someone who changes out my decor seasonally. I live in a state that has major seasonal changes. We have a very strong, cold, snowy winter. We have a very hot, humid, muggy summer. We have a beautiful fall. And we don't really have much of a spring. We have more of a mud season, but if you live in a snowy state, you know what I mean. When the snow starts to melt finally, and the ground starts to thaw, because our ground freezes up here, there's no place for the snow to go, so it just kind of starts to sit on top, and it kind of just is all mud. So we call it mud season. But anyways, so we feel the turn of the seasons a lot, and I think I'm not the only one that likes to decorate for the seasons. I know my sister-in-law does it. I have a lot of clients who do it. You have your, I know a lot of people have their summer curtains and their winter curtains. It's a very big thing here. I don't know if it is elsewhere. Do you guys change up your decor for the seasons, or do you pretty much leave it the same throughout the year? I would find that interesting to know. But anyways, I do change up my decor throughout the year, so I am interested in pieces that can stay up a little bit longer, which is why that pumpkin one where they're pastel colors. That's right up my alley. I'm not the biggest orange fan, so not all the fall decor stuff hits me the right way. But that one I thought was super pretty. I think, nope. I was gonna say, I think that's all the colors, but I found one. I was having fun doing my Gems Flow app for the first time though. In doing it, I discovered I have three more kits that I have been added to Diamond Art Club's archives. They no longer sell them, including Twilight Vibes, which made me I had so much fun working on that kit. I'm so happy and grateful I bought it when I did. If I had waited to get that one to work on it, thinking I had time, I wouldn't have been able to get it, you guys, because it's now unavailable on their website. So I'm sorry if you saw me do that and you wanted it and now it's not available. But Guinea Pig recently went into the archives as well. The last time I looked, I don't think it was in the archives, but it is now. Pink Mermaid, that one surprised me. That one is in the archives now too, so a lot of my kits are going in the archives. I've got to start working on them, I guess. I do want to, so I have a pink bathroom. If you know me, you know I love color, and it would not surprise you one bit at all to learn that I have a pink bathroom. But one of my bathroom is pink, and I like mermaids in a bathroom. I don't know, something to do with the water. If I'm going to hang something up that's mermaid, I tend to want to put it in my bathroom. So I thought Pink Mermaid would be a nice kit to hang in my pink bathroom. So for Mermaid next year, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do Pink Mermaid. I'm sorry, I just hit the camera with the pen. I hope that didn't make a really loud, annoying sound. If it did, I'll try and edit it out. For Mermaid next year, I'm going to do Pink Mermaid so I can get that kit up in my bathroom and work on it. I'm trying to work on at least I'm trying to work on my oldest kit. One kit each year. Work on my oldest kit. I did Willow by Diamond Art Club, or From Diamond Art Club by Hannah Lynn. That was my previous kit up until I did it. Now it is Angie and Oliver by Hannah Lynn. Those were kits that I bought all the way back in 5 years ago, all the way back in 2019. And love of them, just haven't worked on them for whatever reason. So next year, I'm going to work on Angie and Oliver. And then my next oldest is Firefox. And that's another kit that I want. I've never tried to destash it. I just haven't worked on it. But that kit I will work on. Like, I'm trying to get my older kits done, so I'm trying to not force myself, but challenge myself to work on my oldest kit each year. So I'm probably going to start off the year with Angie and Oliver. And I know I'll enjoy it. I enjoyed working on Willow. Even Diamond Art Club's older kits are still great. There's a little bit more gapping in them because they're square kits, in case you're wondering. There's a little bit more gapping in them, but it's still really great quality kits. So I'm not worried. Willow worked up beautifully. I know I've shown it in one of my weekly WIP updates. I had it framed because I love it so much. I actually paid my local Michaels to frame it for me. A lot of companies are putting out Halloween kits this year. None of them are really speaking to me. I think I mentioned that earlier. I know I love to backtrack. My brain kind of goes all over the place, but if one does, I'll buy it, but nothing's really speaking to me as of yet. There's a Jaded Gem Shop Halloween kit. It's a cat that looks like it's illuminated from the inside, but in a really pretty way. The cat looks like it's glowing this pink light. I think the reason why I like that one is because the main colors in it are black and pink instead of purple and orange, black and orange. Just personal preference of color choices. My boyfriend's favorite color is orange. I think I said in my very first video, this kit made me think of us because it's orange and she's blue. His favorite color is orange and my favorite color is blue. I think I also mentioned I was surprised how much I loved working on the oranges in this kit. My least favorite colors are orange, brown, and red. And the background in this kit are basically orange, black, and red. But I never once got bored and I never once felt an urge to put it down. So I am really enjoying it. Orange is also my dad's favorite color. And the same type of shade of orange. They both like the autumn orange, like the rusty orange. So I don't know. Let's see. I'm trying to, here's a color that I'm gonna need. I'm going to try this time to edit out some of the noise. I might leave some of it, but I know when I'm shaking the drills and whatnot, I stop talking because I don't want to talk over the sound. I want to make sure you guys can hear me. But then there's a lot of dead space, a lot of silence. So I might try editing out some of that this time. See how it goes. I always kind of feel like I have a lot to say, and then I sit down and my brain goes silent. Oh, I know one thing. There's a yarn dyer that I follow on Instagram. I've never purchased from her before. She's having a stock today, and I might try and buy some yarn from her on her store stock update. If I do, I will do a yarn haul video when that comes. Because I think I mentioned when I originally started this channel, I wanted it to be for both diamond painting and crochet, but I kind of have an easier time coming up with diamond painting videos. But I have one more diamond painting video that I definitely know I have in the works. And I also want to do a video with sweaters that I have made. I want to show you guys all the sweaters I've made. I thought that would be fun because I have quite a few of them in my wardrobe. Summer tops and winter sweaters and whatnot. I don't know, I just thought that would be a really fun video for me anyways. Just to show you guys all my sweaters. I also thought it might be fun to do a yarn haul video. Show you guys the yarn I buy. Let me know if that's something that interests you. I might do it along with my diamond painting videos instead of doing it instead of my diamond painting videos. Because I like doing, if I can, I would like to do a yarn video or a crochet themed video once a week and a diamond painting video once a week. I like doing my weekly WIP updates. And I like doing my WIP and chats. So those aren't going to go anywhere. I'm always going to put up at least those for you guys. I'm counting. That takes all of my concentration. Yeah, so I think I'm going to end it here. I know I rambled on quite a bit. If you joined me and you were working on something, I would love to know what you were working on. I know some people have said that they have done this kit or they have other kits that I also have in my stash or that they've completed them, and I do find it fun to know what you guys are working on and what you have and what you enjoy. I always love learning what other people have in their stash. Stash videos are some of my favorite ones. So I'm curious what you guys like to work on and what you guys have in your stash. If you guys are on a no-buy or a low-buy, or what kind of kits make you guys break your low-buy or your no-buy. Margaret Morales is one of the only artists whose kits will make me break a no-buy. I didn't back in April, and I don't regret it, but I don't know when I'm going to get those kits that came out back in April. come back into stock once or twice, and I've missed them by the time I got the notification because they happened in the middle of the night, my time. I got it upon waking up and they were already sold out, so it's frustrating. I know I'll get them. Not a lot of kits will make me break a no-buy. I'm pretty stubborn. I'm pretty determined. When I went on this no-buy, I allowed myself to break it for a Margaret Morales kit, which is the only reason why I did. But let me know what your weakness is, if there's an artist or a particular painting or kit out there that is one that you would break a no-buy for or go on a low buy instead of a no-buy for. Next month I am still trying to continue with my low buy. I'm calling it a low buy now because if there's a Margaret Morales kit that comes out, I'll get it. So technically it's not a no buy, it's a low buy, but I'm just curious what you guys are interested in, I guess, what you guys like to work on. I thank you all for joining me today. I appreciate everyone who stops by, and I hope you have a great week. Bye.